Hello, students of Business Studies. You know what promotion is. I'm sure you have heard about the word promotion. It's a usual business name and it's a strategy in business. So today we're going to talk about promotion in business. I'm your lecturer for today. My name is Wafa Chowdhury, and first of all, let me remind you what promotion is. It's an attempt to draw attention to a firm or its products in order to gain new customers or retain existing ones. So you've already got the idea. It's an attempt to draw attention. You have launched a product. You have opened your own business. What's next? Of course, you would want your business to be known by people. So promotion is the way. So it is designed to increase purchases by customers. Next is, why promotion? Why is promotion necessary for business? Like I told you, you have just launched your own product or you have just opened a service. Now, what's next? Of course, you need recognition for your business. Now, why do you need promotion for that? First of all, to create awareness and interest about the product. You want your customers to be interested in your product, so they'll buy more. And if they buy more, your business will be profitable. And there are other reasons too. For example, to reach target audiences at a certain area. You have set up a business in a certain area, and now you want your customers to buy. So what you have to do is you have to create an audience, a target audience, so they can buy your product. Then comes, you need to remind and reassure customers about the product. You need to let them know what the product is about. Okay? Then, to show how the product is better than others. You want to convince them that your product is better than other product. And how is it better? You need promotion for that. And also, you need to develop and improve the image of your business. And that's why you need several strategies for business, like promotion. And then you have to support the product. You need to support the product. And that's why you need the customers to know more about your product. Now, there are two types of promotion. One is promotion above the line, and the other one is promotion below the line. Now, what is the difference between promotion above the line and promotion below the line? Promotion above the line allows everyone to see the product, for example, through independent media. Well, I'm sure you know what independent media are. That means you can do advertising through TV, newspaper or magazine, radio, posters, internet. So you can make your product known through these media. That means through advertisement in these media. And that way, we usually like to promote our business. And the usual way is through advertising. And that is called promotion above the line, because you want your products to be seen by the customers. And the other one I told you is promotion below the line. Now, what is promotion below the line? It allows business to aim its marketing at consumers who may be interested to buy the product, for example, through direct control by the firm. It is not through advertisements, it's through direct control of the firm. Now, how do you do that? For example, you can do direct mailing. You can send newsletters or email to let your customers know. You can do exhibition or trade fair. You've been to trade fair. It's a small stall set up to sell the product or just to show the product to your customers. You can do merchandising, packaging, personal selling, public relations, telephoning, branding, and through sales promotion. I'm going to discuss all of these in details. But first of all, let us talk about promotion above the line. That means through advertisements, through independent media. One type of advertisement is informative advertisement. Obviously, you are informing about your product through your advertisement. And what is an informative advertisement? It is used to increase consumer awareness. For example, tender notice. This is one type of informative advertisement because you are informing. At the same time, you are advertising. Then comes persuasive advertisement. This is another method of advertisement, and it is used to convince consumers to buy the product. That means you are persuading your consumers why your product is better, and that way you are advertising. Then comes corporate advertisement. Okay? So what happens in a corporate advertisement? You promote the company as a whole other than the product, for example, by showing company name and logo at the end of or through the advertisement. You have advertised your product, and after that, you are also talking about your company, showing your company logo, showing your company name, and also you are using a slogan. This is an advertisement for both your product or service and your company. This is called corporate advertisement. Now, let us go to details of promotion below the line. One of them is exhibition. Well, I'm sure you have heard about exhibition and you've been to exhibition or trade fairs. Now, look at the picture. What is happening here? They are displaying the product. And why do they display the product? Because they want to make sure that the consumers know about the product and they are aware about the product. So, in exhibitions, it is visited by industries and ordinary customers. So, companies, industries, and customers, they come to, what do? They come to see the product in the exhibition. And why is exhibition important as a promotional strategy? Because you want to show how a product really works. You are showing live about the product, how it's working, how it should be used, and that way you are convincing your customers. And another reason, to know customer reaction. If you know the customer reaction, you will know how your business will flourish or not. In what ways you need to improve, whether it's going to be high in demand or not. Also, for overseas marketing strategies, if you find out that your product is high in demand, you will tend to export your product. Also, you want to attract press coverage. If the media are here, if they want to know about your product, you can explain in details to them. To have direct discussion about product from both sides. That means both the consumers and the sellers can discuss about the product. If they have questions, they can get answer about the product. Then comes sales promotion. It is another type of promotion below the line. Now, what is sales promotion? Incentives offered to consumers to encourage them to buy goods and services, such as coupons, refunds, loyalty or reward cards, free offers, prizes upon buying the product. Now, when you go to supermarkets, some of the products have buy one get one free offers. There are other offers too, like discounts or refunds, money back guarantee. These are sales promotion. And why do they do sales promotion? Because it serves as an incentive. It is just an encouragement for the consumers to buy more of the product and to have trust on the product. Next comes branding. Of course, branding is important. You have launched a product, you need to have a brand name for each of the products that you make. If you don't have a brand name, how will your consumers know about your product? Now, look at the example here. I have shown you some of the examples of brand names like MSN, Pringles, etc. These are called brand names. And when you are setting up your own business, you can have your own brand name. Now, why is branding important? I told you that it is a name given to a producer to one or more of its products. Now, why? To differentiate the product and make it distinctive. You need a brand name because you want your brand to be different from other products. You want your customers to know that this is a product of your company. And you also want your consumers to know that this is different from the other products. If the product name is the same as other products, then the consumers will be confused. They will not know which product your company is selling. That's why you need a brand name. And other reasons include to show price. If you have a branding, you can show the price of your brand name or your product. Also, it will help in recognition. That means your consumers will know what product you're selling and the name of the product. Then, to develop product image. That means your product has an image and your product needs to have a development in the image. And that in that way, your consumers will be aware and they will have a brand loyalty. That means if your consumers know your product name, they might be loyal to your product. They will want to buy the product if they are happy with your product. That's why branding is important. Then comes merchandising. It is another promotion activity. And look at the image here. Now, what is merchandising? Can you see the image? Try to figure out what merchandising is. Can you see the products are arranged properly in a shelf in a supermarket? It is displayed in color. The brand name is given. Now, what happens here? Merchandising is an attempt to influence consumers at the point of sale where they buy things based on what they see. For example, in supermarket, bank, petrol station, etc. Now, in merchandising, what's happening? Your consumers are knowing about your product based on what they are seeing. It's not through sales representatives or through sales assistant. It is based on what they are seeing directly. And they are seeing through good display of materials. If your products are displayed well, they are able to see your product and they will be able to know about your product. Also through good design of product layout. If your product have a good layout, that means the packaging and branding, then what will happen? Your consumers will also know through seeing. Also through good maintenance of and fill up of stocks. If the stock is full, if the stocks are well maintained, that is also a part of merchandising. And then appropriate lighting and desirable smells or the right atmosphere. Here also your consumers are seeing the product. So these are the ways your consumers see the product, and if they see the product, what will happen? They will know well about the product. They will remember the product also. Next comes packaging, and we know that it's also important. Now, can you see the image here? What is this product? It can be a face wash, it can be a lotion, it can be a cream. So, what's happening here? We are putting our product in a package. Okay? Now, why is packaging important? Because we are packing a product for protection, convenience, design, and information. Now, packaging is not enough. You know why packaging is important. That means your consumers need to make sure that they can carry it easily. It is well designed. If it is well designed and well informed about the product, then your consumers will be convinced enough to buy them. So that's why packaging is also important. And make sure that the packaging has enough information for consumer awareness. Then comes personal selling. Now, the name already says it, personal selling. You know about selling, but what is personal selling? That means the buyer and the seller are in direct contact. Now, let me go to details. It means promoting a product through personal contact or sales representative, for example, through telephone, meeting, etc., for creating awareness of and interest in a product. Now, I already told you that there is personal contact, direct communication through the sales representative to the customers. The customers are directly talking to the sales representative about the product. And why is it important? Because you need to create awareness for your product, and you need to create an interest to the consumers about the product. Now, here the sales representative is also explaining functions and technical aspects of a product. That means directly he is advertising by convincing the consumers, and the consumers can also ask questions to the sales representative. Obtaining orders and making deliveries. Well, if your consumers like your product, they can directly make orders, they can directly buy from the sales representative because there is direct communication. Also, encouraging product trials and test marketing. If necessary, the consumers can try the product for free to see whether it suits her demands or not, whether it's desirable or not. So, test marketing is there, free trials are there. It is important for the consumer to trust the product this way. And also in personal selling, there is provision of rapid, detailed feedback. If the consumers like the product, they can give positive feedbacks, and if they don't like the product or have problems with the product, they can directly send complaints to the company through the sales representative. Then comes public relations. Now, what is the strategy here? Here, the organizations attempt to communicate with groups. Now, the organization is trying to communicate with groups such as government, shareholders, employees, or customers. Why? To increase sales by improving image of the firm and its products. Now, the definition already says it all, that the company is trying to improve the image of their product. Now, how can this be done? This can be done through press conference. That means the press can be called to talk about the product, to make an awareness about the product, and the press will write it down or ask questions about it. This is one type of public relation. And then you can also do restaurant and newspaper write-up. That means in restaurant guides and newspaper guides, if the product is informed well, if there is a good write-up about the product in those guides, it is also one kind of public relation because the consumers are knowing about the product through those write-ups. What about donations and charities? Some companies arrange donation and charity programs. And why is donation and charity program set up? Because they want their company to be known through the consumers that are around. And then comes sponsorships. Now, in games or sports, you see sponsors in the fields, and this way the consumers are also becoming aware of your product because they are seeing the name of the company or the name of the product. Also, company or showroom visits. Now, you can tell your customers to come see your product in your showrooms, or they can visit your company directly and they can communicate about the product. They can discuss about the product. They can give feedbacks also. So these are types of public relations strategies, because here the consumers and the company are directly trying to know about each other. Now, I have already discussed the two types of promotion activities, and I told you that promotion is one type of strategy in business, and you need it to attract attention of your consumers. So that's all for what we have talked about our topic. That means promotion in business. And I told you that this is all for the people who are interested in setting up businesses, and also for the business studies students, the BBA students or the commerce students. So that's all for today, and I hope to meet you next time right here on Cambrian Digital Class. And see you next time, and keep attending our classes.